And we're back. Welcome to Cooking with Maddie video number 2. I'm Maddie. I work for the Division of Fish and Wildlife in our Hunter Education office. I like to make these videos to show you guys what I do with wild game that I harvest. I'm not a professional chef. I don't make fancy meals, but I do. This is realistic to what I do make and eat at home with ingredients I have already in my house or just stuff I pick up from the grocery store. We're gonna try not to say in this video. It's going well so far. Another thing I do have to say is that none of the ingredients I'm using are sponsored or anything by any means. You can use any version of any product, any brand that I'm using today. In honor of my favorite hunting season and the one that's coming up soon, today we will be making wild turkey leg pot pie. Now, you can make this recipe with turkey breast. You will need to cook the meat a little different. I just had some leftover frozen turkey legs that I needed to use up before this upcoming season. So I really love pot pie. I make pot pie with everything. So first things first, you're going to want to take your turkey legs out of the freezer, maybe like 3 days before, have them fully defrost, which I've done that already. I will insert a video of turkey legs here. So once those are fully defrosted, I crock pot them. You can braise them. I think that would go a little quicker. One thing about crock potting these turkey legs is, one, it will take a awfully long time to get the meat to fall off the bone. 2, turkey legs are big and don't necessarily fit in a standard size crock pot. So if you have a big one, that's great. You probably could separate the thigh from like the drumstick too and make that fit better in either the Dutch oven or the crock pot. I didn't think of that, so I kind of just smushed them in the crock pot. It worked, it just took a really long time. I had it going all day from 7 a.m. to maybe 6 p.m. I don't know how many hours that is, I don't do math. So once you get those turkey legs in the crock pot, you're going to want a liquid to fully cover all the meat. Ideally, I would have used a chicken broth or a bone broth, chicken stock, bone stock, doesn't really matter. But I didn't have any, shocking. So I just used chicken bouillon cubes and water. And once all those hours are up, what you're gonna have after you're done is your own bone broth. So I started this process 2 days ago, so I'm going to insert the videos I took from the past 2 mornings. Fair warning, it doesn't look appetizing, but I promise you it will taste good. Like I said, this is realistic. I'm not fancy, so we'll get the job done. So after all the meat's fallen off the bone, you do want to pick through the crock pot and get all the meat out, because turkey legs are very tendony. So you're going to want to pick all these little tiny bones and tendons out. Go through that. It may take a while, but look at that meat. That will be so good. So I picked through the crock pot, took all the bones out, took all the meat out, and I don't know if you can see back here, but I took our broth out too, and I filled 2 glass jars with it. I'm going to save one of them to use for other soups and stuff, and we're going to use some for our roux. So after you pick through all your meat, you want it shredded. I probably won't use all of this for the pot pie recipe. It is a dark meat, so I usually use leftover turkey legs for tacos, like a street taco. Very good in tacos. Love tacos. Set that meat aside, and you know what time it is? Veggie chopping time. My least favorite time. Only because I have this knife again, and guess what? You're not going to be surprised, but it's not sharp. So we're going to be making what they call a mirepoix, I believe. So it's celery, carrots, and onions. Also, I'm all about convenience. They make mirepoix already, usually at every grocery store, already chopped up in one container. Buy that, throw it in, super easy. But I'm making this video today, so I'm forced to chop real food. I'm just trying to be realistic for you. Would I be doing this on a weeknight? No. But this is called Made with Love. Food usually tastes better when it's made with love. Whoa, that almost looked professional for a second. Watch your fingers. Dang! So, onions, man. I do not like chopping onions. And your hands are gonna smell like onions for the rest of the day. Rest of the week, probably. Carrots, celery, onion, in a bowl. Ooh! I also found a half bag of frozen peas in my freezer. Gotta use those too. Pie crust. You're gonna need a pie crust. I bought a already made pie crust because lazy. I have not mastered making a pie crust yet. I'm still working on conquering sourdough. Not going well. We're gonna be making our filling in a Dutch oven. You're gonna need a pie dish for the pie crust because we're making pie. So I'm gonna be using some butter. This is a half stick. Throw it in the pan. I'm gonna put it on like medium-low heat. I'm actually gonna add another half stick, so 1 stick of butter. Sounds like a lot, I know, but just trust me. Butter makes everything better anyway. So we're gonna let that heat up. And once your butter's melted, we will add our carrots, onions, and celery. So this is getting good. I did cover it for a bit just so the carrots would get soft because they are fresh carrots and they don't soften as quick as frozen carrots. Add some salt. Decent amount of salt. Some pepper. Of course, onion powder. Garlic powder. If you watched my video from last time, I said I couldn't have any of this stuff, but I have given up on my diet. So, sorry, Doc. Mix that around. Now we're gonna add flour. Ooh. So, add about maybe a cup of flour. Mix it around. It's gotta get thick real fast, so that's why we have our broth. We're gonna make sure we add that in as well. Mix it around. It's gotta get thick and form like a paste. I don't know if you can see that. I want to turn the heat a little bit down. So keep adding your broth until it's a consistency you like for your pie filling. Maybe a little less than a cup of flour. I'm using a lot of broth here. Alright, so she's a little more liquidy. So I'm going to add our meat. Use my hand. Add your meat, yeah. Ooh, this is looking good. I really also like to make this recipe with venison backstrap. I'm going to cover this up and just let it sit on low for a little bit while I get the pie crust ready. Okay, our filling is done and I have put one of the pie crusts in our pie dish. I'm going to follow the directions on the box. Time to fill the pie. So we're just plop our filling into the pie crust. Oops. Look at that. So now we're going to add our second pie crust to the top. And I like to score it, I think, like pie design. That's so cute. Ah! Look at that. And I will melt some butter and like brush the top with, not butter, an egg wash. I will crack an egg and give this a little egg wash so it'll get like that golden nice crispiness on the top. Use what you got. I want to make these videos as realistic as possible. I don't want to be fake, so this is just what I do. You don't have to come over my house to eat. It's fine. Now I got a leftover egg. Maybe I'll scramble it and eat it. You don't want to waste food. Oh, great timing. Our oven just preheated. Bake for 10 to 12 minutes. Wow. All right, that doesn't seem very long, but we're gonna pop this in the oven and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes back. Our pie has finished baking. Be careful, she will be hot. Gonna let it cool, honestly maybe like 20 minutes to a half hour before cutting into it. She smells great, she looks great. I'm very excited. I'm getting a little impatient, so I'm gonna chop into it. Oh. Wow. Yep. Yep, that'll do. Oh, look at her. Well, thank you guys for watching and sticking with me again. If you haven't watched my last video, my first video, check it out on our page. And like I said before, if you want to see more cooking with Maddie, just let me know. And I wish everyone a safe and happy turkey hunting season. Thanks!